I'm Alex with Storyline Travel. At Storyline Travel, we're family travel specialists, helping families create memorable experiences through travel. And in this video, we're going to compare Disneyland to Disney World. So you've decided to take a Disney vacation. Fantastic. The theme parks are so much fun and you're just immersed in a magical experience. Now you want to decide, which one do I want to go to? Do I want to go to the West Coast in California to Disneyland Resort, or the East Coast to Florida to Walt Disney World? In this video, we're going to give you an overview of the differences between Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort and help your family decide which one would be right for them. But before we get started, we just want to say thank you for being here. We hope you enjoy this video, and if you find it informative, give us a like. Also consider subscribing. We're really working to get our subscribers up so that we can share these tips and trips and family vacation information with others. And finally, once you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that each week as we publish a new video, you'll get notified. Let's get started. So this video is really a high-level overview comparing the two resorts to give you a feel of the similarities and differences and pick one that would be best for your family. Let's start in California, Disneyland Resort. Now, I like to start here because Disneyland Park is the original theme park built by Walt Disney himself. This park is a bit smaller, and many of the rides and attractions are quite close together. The theme park is named Disneyland, and so sometimes it can be a bit confusing for those on the East Coast. When you mention Disneyland, is it the park or the resort area? And the fact is it's yes. It's Disneyland Resort, and within that is the Disneyland theme park. The Disneyland Resort is made up of two parks, Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. In addition, there is a dining and entertainment area called Downtown Disney. And the three of those really meet in an esplanade that is very walkable between Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, and then kind of forming a T, and that leg of the T would be Downtown Disney. In addition to the two parks and the entertainment and dining area, there are three Disney resorts: the Disneyland Hotel, the Paradise Pier Hotel, and the Grand Californian. The Grand Californian has a unique feature in that it actually has an entrance to Disney's California Adventure from the resort for resort guests only. But it is nice if you're staying at the Grand Californian that you can actually walk right out of your resort area into the Disney California Adventure. One unique thing, because there are only three Disney hotels at the Disney resort area, is that there are many good neighbor hotels within walking distance of both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. In fact, there are some good neighbor hotels that are closer to the parks than Disneyland Resort Hotel. You'll find some similar attractions between Disneyland and Disney California and the other Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. For example, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, and Soarin'. But the parks also have some very unique areas just to California. In Disneyland Park, you'll find the Matterhorn, and in Disney California Adventure, you'll find the Avengers Campus and Cars Land, both unique to Disneyland Resort in California. One final note about Disneyland Resort: it does cater to locals. It is in the heart of Anaheim. There are neighborhoods within walking distance to Disneyland. It's real close to Los Angeles, and many Californians, Southern Californians especially, will just take a day trip and go to Disneyland. It's a quick drive, And because of the density of population, you will see quite a few Californians visiting Disneyland. It's not to say that they haven't hosted some foreign dignitaries and domestic dignitaries, and that does happen from time to time. But in general, you'll notice that in the afternoons after school is out or on the weekends, that the parks will swell with local residents enjoying downtown Disney or visiting the parks. Let's fly on over to Florida at Walt Disney World Resort. So the first park opened at Walt Disney World Resort is the Magic Kingdom. And it's designed after Disneyland Park. It's very similar, has similar rides and similar layout. Both are centered with a castle. In Disneyland, it's Sleeping Beauty Castle. And in Florida at Walt Disney World Resort in the Magic Kingdom, it's Cinderella's castle. Walt had a hand in designing the Magic Kingdom, but unfortunately he died before the completion, and his brother Roy completed Magic Kingdom. In addition to the Magic Kingdom, there are 3 other theme parks at the Walt Disney World Resort in Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Beyond that, there are 2 water parks. There are a number of both golf courses and mini golf courses, a sports complex, an ESPN, Wide World of Sports, and finally the dining and entertainment district known as Disney Springs. Walt Disney World Resort boasts 34 different resorts across 4 categories: value, moderate, deluxe, and deluxe villas. The villas being unique in that they have kitchens, living areas, dining rooms, in addition to the bedrooms. There are good neighbor hotels for Walt Disney World, but none of them are walkable to a theme park. All require some type of transportation to get there. In fact, there are a handful of good neighbor hotels that will allow you to walk to Disney Springs, but most of the good neighbor hotels, you'll need some form of transportation to get on to the Disney property. Speaking of Disney transportation, Disney offers 4 different types of transportation in Disney buses, the monorail, the Skyliner, which is their newest transportation option, and then different types of boating either around the Magic Kingdom and the resort areas or between Hollywood Studios and Epcot. The only walkable theme park to theme park option at Walt Disney World is from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. It is quite a bit of a walk. It's not as close as you would find the theme parks at Disneyland Resort. You'll find Walt Disney World caters to domestic visitors that are going to drive or take an airplane to get there, or to foreign visitors. And there's actually quite a number of foreign visitors that visit Orlando. While Orlando does have residents that enjoy spending time at Walt Disney World, you will find that the focus of the park and the resort area will be for those coming from quite a distance traveling into the Orlando area. Walt Disney World is significantly bigger than Disneyland. To give you an idea, you could put 50 Disneyland resorts into the Walt Disney Resort area. So definitely quite a bit bigger, and that's why you have all these different transportation options to get around the resort area because of its size. And finally, one thing I want to touch on is that Walt Disney World tends to be a more immersive experience because they control so much area and so much of the resort. They can create what our family likes to refer to as the Disney bubble. And once you're on their property, you're shielded from the world, you're transported into the magical destination that is Walt Disney World. And a lot of that is completely controlled by Disney and allows you to just escape reality and enjoy your vacation in a pure fantasy. So that gives you some idea between the 2 theme parks. I think the biggest thing, if you really want to sound like an expert, is to understand that when you go to the Disneyland Resort and the Disneyland Park, that park's called Disneyland. You're good to call it that. However, when you're visiting Florida and you go to the Magic Kingdom, it's the Magic Kingdom. It's not Walt Disney World or Disney World. That refers to the whole resort as itself. I understand it can be a little confusing between the two. As someone who's traveled back and forth between the two parks, even I will catch myself saying the wrong thing in the wrong park. So which park is right for you? Based on what I said, give us a comment below. Are you more comfortable going into Disneyland where it's smaller and maybe it's a little more crowded, but you have a lot less walking and you can experience the whole resort in 1 to 3 days? Or would you rather have that immersive experience that Walt Disney World provides, where yes, you need more like a week to experience it, but you're completely in that Disney bubble and letting Disney just take the cares of reality away? We've found that if you have smaller children, Disneyland can be a really good option for you. Those little legs don't have as far to walk. If you can go during the week, that helps. When the locals are in school, you'll have those quieter times in the park. Although at a Disney park, it's never really quiet. They're always full, but it's a good option. As your kids get older, tweens and teens, you may find that Walt Disney World is a better option for you. And as an adult traveling without kids, I think either park is absolutely fantastic. You get the history at Disneyland Resort of the park that Walt built and walked through, where at Walt Disney World, you get the advantage of the World Showcase in Epcot to eat around the world or experience the beauty and the exotic lands in Animal Kingdom, in addition to the nostalgia of Magic Kingdom. So we hope you enjoyed this overview of the Disney parks, and you now have a better idea of which Disney park you'd like to visit. And once you've made that decision, give us a call at Storyline Travel. We would love to help you and your family plan your vacation. Because at Storyline Travel, we believe every adventure is a story waiting to be told.